In this video, I want to answer the question, what is monkey management? Monkey management is the creation of William Oncken Jr. He wrote of a simple metaphor. He wrote of a piece of work that you have to do as being like a monkey on your shoulder. And when you bump into somebody and you've got that monkey on your shoulder and you seek their help and they make the mistake of saying, oh, that's all right, leave it with me, it's like that monkey jumps off your shoulder onto theirs. And that's the basic metaphor of monkey management. But of course the discipline is, what if you're that project manager who says, leave it with me, to your colleagues? You go back to your desk, you put their monkey down on your desk, and it finds itself surrounded by other people's monkeys. In fact, your desk is overcrowded with monkeys, and it's only at the very back of your desk that you'll find your monkeys crowded out, being pushed against the wall, falling down the back of your desk, because your whole day is now focused on dealing with other people's work, simply because of those 4 words that you'll regret the whole day long. Leave it with me. So what did William Oncken say that can help us in managing our monkeys? Well, happily, Oncken gave us 4 rules for monkey management. Let's look at them. Rule 1 is to describe the monkey. And the monkey, as Oncken describes it, is the next move, the next thing that needs to be done. So when someone asks you for their help, the first thing to do is to help them understand what is the next thing that needs to be done. And it can be a small thing. In fact, the smaller the better sometimes. Because rule 2 is to assign an owner. And the principle that Oncken suggests is we should always assign the monkey to the person at the lowest level of the organisation who can safely look after it. And of course, by describing the monkey as the smallest possible next step, we increase the likelihood that you can allocate the monkey back to the person who brought it to your attention. Because if you can describe it as a small enough action that they can do safely, you can then say to them, I tell you what, go and do this, and then come back to me at 3 o'clock this afternoon to discuss the next step. And now you don't need to take the monkey, they can look after it safely, and you're in control of the timing. And rule 3 is something that all project managers will appreciate. It's about risk. Oncken says, take out insurance. Make sure that you only give enough authority to the other person. Make sure you only give a level of authority to the other person that is consistent with the welfare of the monkey. Consequently, if the next step is still a high risk, then perhaps just give them the authority to think it through and to come up with some ideas that they can bring to you at 3 o'clock this afternoon. If, on the other hand, the level of risk attached to the monkey is far lower, you could assign them full authority to take whatever steps they choose and to report back to you. So, step 3 is our risk management step. And step 4 recognises that you can't shed yourself of all of the risk. So step 4 is to check up on the monkey, because you do still bear some responsibility. Your colleague works for you, so you have a responsibility for them and their welfare. You have a responsibility to your organisation, and you have a responsibility to see that the work that you've assigned to them gets done properly. So periodically call them to you or go and see them and find out how the monkey is doing. This way, hopefully, you won't find yourself with a desk full of other people's monkeys and you working for your team. Hey, Mike, have you done that thing yet? Oh, no, I'll attend to it next. And now, what I'm finding is that my team members are not only dictating what work I do, but my prioritisation too. There's one last tip that Oncken gives us, which is to be very careful and very clear about to whom you assign the monkey. Because if there is any lack of clarity, it's like the monkey will have one foot on your shoulder and one foot on theirs, not quite sure who's going to be looking after it. And when you go off that way down the corridor and they go off that way down the corridor, the monkey, well, with one foot on each shoulder, it'll soon need to jump off. And with no one to look after it, lying on the floor of the corridor, it'll just get kicked, it'll get thirsty, it'll get hungry, and it will suffer. So Oncken's monkey, the principle of monkey management, is a great tool for project managers. It will make sure you don't keep picking up all of your team members' monkeys and find yourself working for them rather than leading your project.